Hello. Hi. Oh yeah. I can somehow monitor my voice. Wait. Oh yeah. Now. Holy shit! That is one loud ass microphone. Okay, let's go. Minimize this a little bit. Just for me to be able to talk to myself like this freaking manner. Yeah. I cannot monitor my whatever my sound, but I think you like it better if it's or somewhere like this. Okay. Somewhere around here, like right here. Yeah, somewhere around there, but not fully into the freaking thingy like this. Like if it's this, then it's this, right? It's just you know what? It's fully compressed anyway, so it's like doing pretty fine. Yeah, yeah, it's fully compressed anyways, so that's nice. Yeah. What should I talk about? Yeah, Iron Man 3. Alright, wait. Let me just Google the. You know, when it comes to Iron Man 3, after I watched Iron Man 3, I immediately went to the Rotten Tomatoes website, and there is this Rotten Tomatoes is wrong, kind of like podcast or like a pod from Rotten Tomatoes, a pod from Rotten Tomatoes, and it's like really really cool. Like the pod from Rotten Tomatoes is like very very nice because it's like they were able to talk about Iron Man 3 in a way retroactively back in 2021. Now later 2021, they have to like look back at 20 if the rating was right, and it was like a good 79. But for me, it seems like when it comes to like tying up when the plot points, when it comes to tying up the plot points, and when it comes to pacing, it's like there's like a difficulty when it comes to that freaking thing, right? Like after the reveal of the Mandarin, after the reveal of the Mandarin, like somehow the pacing, whatever it is that happens after the reveal of the Mandarin is an actor, like the reveal that the Mandarin is an actor is kind of crazy. But afterwards, that it just doesn't seem to me much of a ride already when I was watching it. I was like falling asleep, like oh that was like the litmus test for me, right? Like the test for me, like as long as I do not fall asleep, as long as I do not get freaking bored and watching the freaking movie, then the movie is freaking good. But I was like falling asleep, bro. I was like dozing off. I wasn't even tired for the freaking day, but I feel like freaking dozing off when watching the freaking movie, man. It's just coming off the glaze from Avengers and going into Iron Man 3. Somehow when it comes to like tying up plot points and like escalating and like having like these people conflict fight out the conflict the whatever it is that it is there, it's kind of different, eh? It changes a lot of freaking things, and now I'm having a headache like talking about Iron Man 3 because one of those freaking things is just like he was repairing this one freaking armor, not knowing that yeah you were like a thought, and it was like you were given in the freaking beginning, right? At the beginning of the freaking movie, like you were like given the illusion or the idea that all his freaking armors are blown up and they only had one freaking armor, and yet somehow at the end of it, like you got all this Ultron setup, like it just went full Ultron on them. Like that is crazy. Oh, there were like really cool ass parts. There were like really cool ass parts where they get to show like how are they gonna be able to like you don't even know how are they able to gonna be in the two places at the same freaking time, where they were like trying to save Pepper and the president. They saved the president and Pepper at the same time. Yeah, which is kind of really cool. They saved the president, and then the falling out the sky, the free falling thing. That was like really really awesome. This is one of my favorite freaking scenes back then when I was like watching when I watched Iron Man 3. Nevertheless, what I remember when I watched Iron Man 3 in the theaters, was the line was so fucking long, man. Dude, I've never seen a line that fucking long, that fucking huge, bro. We were waiting for the movie before the movie. Like it's like a movie's length. The way they were waiting in freaking line, it's like the length of a freaking movie. You have to be in the theaters. Like, oh my god, bro. Like I think it's the only like movie theater in a 20-mile radius, like a 40. It's the closest movie theater we can find or we can get to, and we were like 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers away. It was like two jeepney rides, two 6 kilometer ones. No, it's like 15 pesos, so that's like probably 25 kilometers away. It was like yeah, but probably 15 to 30, no, not 15 kilometers. 15 kilometers, that's, wait, it's much more farther. It's farther than 15 kilometers. Because probably 30, 30, probably 30. Yes, it's probably around 30 to 40 kilometers away. In that 30-40 kilometer radius, that's the only freaking movie theater that people can be able to, like, the closest movie theater to us, all these freaking people. And the line was fucking huge, bro. Like, oh my god. I couldn't even enjoy it. I couldn't even enjoy the freaking movie that was there. The line was fucking huge. The entire movie theater was so freaking packed. It was insane. It's so hard to find seats because by the time you get it, no prime seats. It's not the way I would like to watch movies, man. It's not the way. You know what? Sometimes I like to watch a movie that kind of way, but sometimes I don't. I don't know. Some movies are worth the freaking wait and worth freaking watching with a pack full of freaking people in it. Okay, but that Iron Man 3, Iron Man 3, like Iron Man 3. Are you fucking kidding me? Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 was that. That was my experience when I was a kid. As a personal freaking experience, and I've watched it in the theaters. It's one of those movies that I watched in the theaters, and it was the time that I was starting to go to the theaters too. Yes, it was the time that I was starting to go to the theaters, and my theater experience when it comes to Manila. Like my theater experience when I'm watching movies in Manila, it's oh my god, so many people. There's just so many people, so packed. You have to wait the entire movie's length. You have to wait the entire movie's length in line to be able to watch the movie later on. That's how freaking huge that line is, and you have to wait in heat too. Like, bro, the heat, like. I know the freaking mall is in like the mall is under aircon. There's like aircon in the freaking mall. But when you're in line like that, around that much people, the heat that other people give and the heat that you give, like the aircon does not justify. It's like not there. It's not helping. The aircon is not the aircon is not helping, especially when you're under the freaking light, because there's like skylights in the freaking mall, right? And you're under the freaking skylight of the freaking although there's no skylights, but like it's just the aircon is not enough. Yeah, you got heat. They got that so much heat coming from a lot of people and everything else, and it's crazy insane. So that was that, and then I watched it. When I was a kid, I liked the free fall scene. Anything else around the free fall scene was like it was okay. It was okay. It was nice. It was what I loved about it right now watching it and rewatching it. This is my second time watching Iron Man 3. And what I like about it is the PTSD. It's the knowing that there's a threat, like, and recognizing that there is a threat. You know what? Compared to the other movies in Phase freaking 2, this is the only freaking, like, under the freaking podcast. Like, I got a lot of ideas from the podcast that I watch, right? These are just me regurgitating or my thoughts on these freaking ideas, and me sometimes agreeing on these people and disagreeing slightly, probably agreeing mostly about their thoughts on it. Especially when I'm just like retelling it to you. What I liked about it that I've got from the podcast is that this is the only movie in Phase 2 that somehow recognizes that there's another threat outside Earth that is coming, that is like somehow targeting freaking Earth. And the amount of stress that I know, that freaking stress that comes out to you, that you don't have, like, it feels like you have nothing to do, but you keep tinkering, you keep like doing all these freaking things, you keep working on things to be able to like prepare yourself to be able to fight this thing again, because you have faced it and you see the freaking overwhelming in it, and you were like, if you felt like you were lucky the first time that you were alive, yeah, but the stress about it and the thing about it is coming at you, that probably something bigger is coming around. I know that. I know that freaking feeling. I know that freaking stress. I know that freaking amount of thing that's it's just like completely shuts down your freaking entire system. Not to the point where you can like freaking you cannot walk, but it's just yeah, it's just small for me, but it's already shutting me down. Like it's real that kind of anxiety already shuts me down. It's hard to think. It's hard to do things, but like you have to like you somehow gather your focus and try to build things and all those freaking things. It's one of those reasons why I started building this thing, right? Because I was like, oh, one day, but building all these freaking things. Yes, because I'm trying to prepare myself to be able to like be flexible, to be able to on the spot, impromptu, to be to be there, ready to improvise. You know, to be able to yap even if I haven't prepared and everything, but still be able to like duke it out with people who have like prepared things just because of my experience and all those freaking things. But it's like hard to be able to do that. The thing that should be being practiced. And it's like great to see that from freaking Iron Man, who somehow thinks he's not the top of the world, like somehow thinks he can take on everybody, and not even care about it. Yeah, that's what he is in the first two Iron Man movies. Yeah, like everybody's like thinking it's not even a freaking threat, but like him feeling like that and going like that, it's very very important, and you can clearly see it in his freaking character development. It's just Robert Downey Jr.'s acting is what carried Iron Man 3. It's what carried Iron Man 3 for me, man. It's just the first half, the thing, the dealing, him dealing with the freaking past and talking to Harley, talking to this kid, is really really good. It's one of the good things to be able to like him like processing it and getting over this freaking trouble that he's going through. But there are like crazy ass freaking things that it was like, and some people like here's something I disagree on. Like they said in the freaking podcast that I said, like somehow they were like in disbelief that somehow Tony Stark would go on a rampage for freaking Happy. There are people like that, man. I mean, it's completely considerable. Happy was the only person with him for the rest of his freaking life. It's like one of those freaking people who were like with him for like a long time, who was like actually close to him physically and freaking emotionally. Like they know each other. Like when you see him, like when you see them talking to each other, when you see him talking to the freaking nurse, like when you see him talking to the freaking nurse when Happy was like unconscious and in a coma, like you know they know each other because in the way he knows him and all those freaking things. It's like his favorite, his best friend, right? His favorite playmate. Like happy, happy Rhodey and freaking Pepper. Like there are people he cares about, and it shows here that he cares about them, except for Rhodey. Sometimes it's just a freaking fucking, it's just a fucking funny gag when it comes to freaking Rhodey. We don't see that much, but we'll see it. We'll see it. We'll see it in phase 3, bro. Civil War. Civil War is gonna change a lot of things, bro. It's gonna change a lot of things when it comes to Tony freaking Stark. But this is like one of those freaking changes for him. Like one of those freaking setups for him to be able to like the payoff for this movie. Looking at this individually as a movie, it sucks. It doesn't stand up. It is just like my third favorite movie from the trilogy of Iron Mans. Well, yeah, because I enjoyed freaking Whiplash, man. I enjoyed Whiplash more. I enjoyed the looming, stoic, this looming guy that doesn't speak much but does it. Like the wombo combo with the somebody who speaks a lot but doesn't do it. You know. Yeah, that was the combo with these two, right? These two freaking villains in having Iron Man 2. But Iron Man 3 is about the subtleties, the things that you cannot see, the things that you cannot foresee, right? Like, dude, Tony would have learned about this already. Like from Iron Man 3, if he learned from Iron Man 3 of what it was actually becoming, like the setup for it is like learning that there are like other things that are like it can be a misdirection. Whenever it is this big bad freaking thing, can be something else. You know, can be like a preventation or something else looming for like a bigger freaking threat towards you. And it's just I don't know. I don't know. It's just it's wait. What else? I'm still talking right now. I'm still yapping. I'm yapping about our boy Tony. Yes, and in Iron Man 3, you get to see more of Tony Stark rather than Iron Man. But he is Iron Man. You can take all his toys, you can take off his house, you can take off everything, but he is still Iron Man. That's really good. Good to know. Tony being like that is kind of crazy, and that thing, that thing about him. But it did not. Not everything was taken from him, so that freaking line doesn't impact a lot. Doesn't give an impact a lot. I think the third act was like they really were like trying to like set up for like Ultron, and that third act, that final third freaking thing, where like they're setting up for like a lot of freaking Iron Man suits, a lot of things. They were like trying to like make him like make clean slate protocol. Like what the hell? You just made all this freaking armor and just blew them all up. And then what? I don't know what he's doing. We'll see him back on Ultron, Age of Ultron. We'll see what he has become, what he's trying to do. But that is a setup for freaking Ultron because of his threat, the threat that is looming outside, right? It just needed to be prepared for that freaking thing. So all he ever wants to do, all he ever does is make more of these freaking armors, man. All he ever does is make more armor. Like he doesn't even like, but still he has this freaking ego when it comes to him that he has to do it himself. Like somehow it is him who has to decide, right? Yeah. Yeah, I guess he is because he somehow becomes the leader of the Avengers, the co-leader. It's just him and Cap, but you're gonna count down to it. I think, you know, yeah, which is like a big ass conversation. Who actually is leading it, which is kind of nice. Uh, yeah, that is a good freaking thing when it comes to freaking phase two. But as a start for phase two, not knowing anything what's coming afterwards, it seems meh. It seems meh without it, like if you disconnect it from everything else and see it just as a movie in itself or just a part of the trilogy, like a final conclusion to the freaking Iron Man movies, and finally see it in the third freaking movie and final conclusion when it comes to Iron Man, you'll be able to see for this act of Iron Man, because all we ever experienced was trilogies. We don't get the fourth movie, man. We don't get a fourth movie. Thor is the only one who got a fourth movie, man. Thor is the only one who gets a fourth movie. Spider-Man is the only, well, Thor and Spider-Man are the only ones who are gonna get four movies. Well, so we are like thinking this is be the epic conclusion of the character Iron Man in itself, uh, ever evolving into what he is. And then there are many directions in it, probably like a lot of crazy ass freaking directions and notes that people have to like touch upon or like somehow uh integrate into towards their freaking story. Uh excuse me. So that was that. There are like crazy ass freaking things, man. I wonder too. I wonder too. Iron Man 3 is kind of nice. And Iron Man 3, and then Dark World, and then Captain America, Winter Soldier, and then Age of Ultron, and then Ant Man. I guess that's 5 weekly movies, right? Yes. There's just, yeah, the freaking setup for it. But we did get the setup, right? But like when it comes to Comic Con, they do say the freaking phases, like the upcoming movies when it comes to each freaking phase. So yeah, phase five, like we don't like. Let's see. Yeah, those freaking things, man. How do you break my freaking brain out of this end? Anyways, I don't know. Yeah, having a freaking headache again. And I think I'm having a headache. I don't know. It's the headaches are being less and less now. It isn't much of a headache when it comes to like previous freaking days. And when I watched Avengers, that was a total freaking headache. But I still glued to the freaking movie and watched it. Yeah, there. It threatened a terrorist. And the freaking big bad evil guy is the big bad evil guy for Iron Man 3 is Guy Pearce, Killian. Killian Aldrich Killian. AIM. The guy for AIM. AIM is fucked up now. Yeah, we don't get to see AIM now. And then we're like Roxxon Corporation. I was like, Roxxon Corporation. It was like gonna execute the guy from Roxxon. It was like, go fucking ahead. Kill that freaking guy from Roxxon, man. Like, holy shit. That guy is that guy is freaking that guy is the freaking worst. Roxxon Corporation. Oh shit. Just gonna kill a guy from Roxxon. Yeah, kill that guy from Roxxon. Will we ever see Latveria? Probably not. I'm just thinking of Latveria because Iron Man, and then Iron Man because all those freaking bots. Like you can just imagine, like those are freaking Doom bots at this point, man. Like Doom bots, and then Ultron, like Ultron becoming that one. Yeah, we don't not act like Ant-Man after Ultron. You will be thinking like, what? Why Ant-Man after Ultron? Shouldn't it be Ant-Man before Ultron so that it was set up for like Hank Pym and Ultron? But it's not like that. It's not like that. It's Scott Lang. They use Scott Lang for freaking Ant-Man. It was like, yeah, big bad evil guy. Why don't they just have like this simple like big bad evil guy from one freaking like from phase 1, like for the first movie, so the freaking phases, like have this bad evil guy be like somehow bad, but somehow survives the freaking end of the freaking movie, right? Survives the execution of the freaking heroes, and then he eventually grows into the big bad evil guy at the culmination of the freaking phase. Like to be the big bad evil guy, he was set up early, like somehow like Loki, right? The way they set up Loki to be the big bad evil guy. Why not do that again? Like why not keep doing that thing? But like, no, we had the big bad evil guy at the freaking end of the freaking movie. At the post credit scenes, just show that he's looming there, show that he's eventually coming, like something like that. Right? Like you're showing the post credit, and then showing the end of the post credit scene and showing looming in there. Yeah, but this big bad evil guy that we're gonna get in phase 5 is just probably something, menial. Probably that's what they're gonna do to Doom, right? He's gonna lose and he's gonna be able to kind of win again the formula for Infinity War and Endgame. It's probably gonna be like that. The formula for Infinity War is something like that. And then it's pretty nice. It's pretty it's pretty alright. But life's good. It could be better. Yes, Pedro Pascal is gonna lead us the way. Alright. Alright, that's the thing. That's so far what I've gathered. Like when it comes to Iron Man 3, I have yapped for how long? Shit, 24 minutes only. But I guess what else with Iron Man 3 that we gotta do? He's supposed, I mean, this PTSD, his anxiety attacks is crazy insane. I was like, apparently you have anxiety. And I was like, me? That was funny. It was like really good, man. The setup was like really good in the first freaking half. like until after, like up to the point, yes, really, really, up to the point with the confrontation with the Mandarin and the fake out of the Mandarin. After that freaking point, it's just really hard to show that Killian is that kind of a big bad villain. You kind of want to set it up like somehow like in Iron Man 2, where the person who's supposed to be able to confront Killian was in the CEO side or in the business side of Tony Stark's area, right? The business side in Tony Stark's area, the business business adversaries, right? It's just you'll be thinking like it's Pepper's Avenue. Like this is gonna be Pepper's side of the freaking story to be able to like confront freaking Killian, to be able to like her be showing that, but it doesn't. The twist was like Killian was this super soldier thingy, trying to be super soldier too, but like blowing himself up. Yeah, the fight was nice. I thought, yeah, when I was watching it in the movies back then, I really thought like Pepper died there. I really thought Pepper died when it was like something like that. And it was like I felt my heart sink a little bit when I think I did. I kinda did when I was watching it. And I was like really enjoying it back then. But these days, now that the second watch, you kinda like, man, it's just not as impactful, man. Like the way Pepper fell, I don't know, man. I was barely awake at that part of the freaking movie. The second time I watched it, I was lying down, barely awake, trying to like fighting my. I was fighting myself. I was fighting sleep, man. I was fighting sleep while watching this freaking movie, bro. I was like, bro, focus on the damn movie. You gotta be able to yap about this shit, bro. Like, then I was like, no, no, sleep. Now you sleepy. Eep, 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 eep. I was eep. Must sleep. And I was like, no. And then I slept for a little bit and I passed out for like some of the action sequence, because the action sequence are somehow the boring fucking parts now for me these days. Because it's just like, oh, punch, kick, punch, punch, block, punch, block. Oh, wow, laser beam. Oh, wow, gun. Shoot gun. Wow. That's all the action scenes I ever got to see. There's like nothing, no action scene ever is gonna impress me ever again. Was there another action scene that impressed me? No, I don't. It's just hard for me to be impressed with action scenes these days, man. Like entrances though, like Avengers action scene was fucking cool, man. The transition from one guy to another, like fighting those freaking bots, that was cool. Fighting the Chitauri, the transitions, that was cool. But Iron Man 3, the action sequence is kind of like, it was heavy CGI, very realistic looking CGI for the freaking time, and it was like very explosive, very spectacle-ish, but I'm just disillusioned by the spectacle and how the spectacles are. It's just harder for me not to be impressed by action, because I really need to understand the why of the freaking actions to be able to really appreciate the actions. Because sometimes you're punching just for punching freaking sakes, right? Just because the movie or the freaking executives wanted a big freaking fight at the end of the movie. That's why you have to like fight it all off like that. If I was like that, I was just, yeah. That's what I think the people like wanted for like Iron Man 3, where instead we wanted a more grounded character study of freaking Iron Man struggling through all his PTSD and like being to understand that even all those taken toys, everything taken away from him, he is still Iron Man. And that is a freaking good that's freaking story or great freaking plot to be really nailed down. If that is the freaking message, then we could have like taken all the freaking armor away from him. Just stick with one armor, a prototype, not even fully fledged out, like something like that. Like, but it's just, it's just, yeah. It sucks as a movie in itself, but as a setup for the rest of the freaking MCU, it's really good. Yeah, it's really good for the freaking first part. For the first freaking part, it was really freaking good. And you show him like a bunch of freaking armor coming out just because what? It's just that is just the most ununderstandable freaking thing. Just because you want to set it up for Ultron, and it's just oh man. Probably this is what happens, right? This is why he only stick to freaking armor, one armor. It's because he was setting up Jarvis. Because Jarvis hasn't like fully like recovered yet. Somehow Jarvis is like having problems yet. It's not like fully repaired. So that's why he's just repairing this one freaking armor throughout the entire freaking movie. And then after the freaking end, when Jarvis is freaking okay, the armor is fully charged. Jarvis has slept a little bit because Jarvis needs somehow rest. Even the machine needs rest. So like, what the fuck? Like that, like something like that. That's when the house party protocol was established. But it's very, very subtle, and it's very, very hard to be able to like know. And this is a freaking plot point. It was like that. But it was like that. He was like trying to repair freaking Jarvis. Because Jarvis controls all these freaking things, man. If Jarvis cannot handle this, Jarvis is not that okay. Probably showing all of this freaking armor all of the way. It's not that okay. Jarvis being not okay. Again, a setup. Yeah. It's just as a setup, it's really good. It's really good as a fucking setup. But as a culmination to the three Iron Man movies, you have to somehow see it as like the final Iron Man freaking movie that we ever gonna get. So it's a culmination of the three freaking things. So the first freaking thing, you have to return somehow when it comes to trilogies. They say when it comes to the third freaking movie, you have to return to the freaking past of what there's like a something from the past that's gonna come in the freaking present that he has to confront to be able to reset him back to the freaking first one. Somehow when it comes to trilogies, trilogies are very, very hard. The culmination of fucking trilogy, when it comes to trilogy, there was something way, way back first at the past to be able to be confronted in the freaking present. Like somehow that's the trilogy, because it's no longer about the becoming a bigger baddie. It's about the mistakes of the freaking person to be able to confront them, to be for him to be fully transformed in his freaking journey all through these freaking three movies. Because that is just him, like his legacy, his parents' legacy is like past coming out to him, like all these freaking things. And the trilogy part, as a trilogy, as a third movie from a trilogy, it almost was there. It was there. It fulfilled there up to the part where, up to the Mandarin freaking part. The Mandarin freaking part, that was a yikes. After the Mandarin freaking part was indeed the freaking thingies. And then there's like so many freaking things now, right? They have to introduce so many freaking things so freaking fast to you after the Mandarin, because the Mandarin is not the big bad. So who is the big bad? So they have to introduce so many freaking things so freaking fast in just a short amount of time to be able for you to be able to like reset this freaking journey or just reset the freaking mission into something else later on in the freaking thing. And it's kind of like hard to be able to do that. It's hard to be able to do that and to have like a fake out like that, and to be able to do that in the second half, in the last quarter of the movie. The one thing that's really good there was yeah, Black Panther was good because of the claw. After claw, nah, it wasn't in the three quarters. It was like really a half. It was a half of the movie to be able to like establish like a new freaking villain, to be able to fully flesh out and establish a new freaking threat, and that is the freaking threat. It was just so fast at the freaking third. It's just like hard for my brain to like catch up of the things that are coming up in that freaking speed. So, uh, yeah, the third fake out, the fake out, then after that one, it's kind of crazy. Alright. So that is Iron Man, the 10 of coins. It's actually the card 10 of coins. Yeah, 10 of coins in the Marvel Tarot. 7 of coins. reversed. Fuck, we have reverse cards. Yeah, there's an imbalance in the force. There's an imbalance in the force. I wonder if you know how we live in Tokyo. See it. Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious. Anything else? I was like enjoying Tokyo Drift right now. Anything about Iron Man 3? Iron Man 3 is a really good setup. There's like so many things that it was set up there. That was crazy insane. Ten Rings when it comes to Shang-Chi, understanding like what the Ten Rings actually is. Yeah, it's just a fake out when it comes to like what the Ten Rings actually do. We don't even know if the Ten Rings in Iron Man 1 is like another fake out. Was it a fake out? Another fake? Was another fake Ten Rings or just a subtle, a small division of the Ten Rings? Probably a small division of the Ten Rings, not the entire Ten Rings organization, because the Ten Rings is crazy insane, bro. Bum, 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 bum. Iron Fist. Fuck. Iron Fist was supposed to be really, really good, man. Bro. Iron Fist. Doctor Strange. They kind of like nerf them. Like for cinematic, for like a hero to be in the MCU, they kind of get nerfed a little bit. Except for Captain Marvel. She's still strong as fuck. So, I don't know. Like, so they have to like act like they're like somehow their ego must match their freaking power somehow. Like like as long as their ego matches their, like somehow these freaking characters needs their ego matches their power. You know? There's somehow it overshoots. Yeah, it overestimates their freaking powers. Their own powers. Yeah, Iron Man 3 yappers. Okay, so Iron Man 3, that was Iron Man 3. Yapper rings, yapperinos in the Iron Man 3. Anything else about it? Happy was like there's no happy. Uh we have it was a really really cool, man, when he was like have these like homemade gadgets that he was like raiding this entire facility, this entire compound. That was like really really cool. Like that was one of the coolest freaking things ever. But it was not clearly established like the logic as to why. Yeah, there's one of those plot points. It wasn't clearly established as to why he didn't like just go for another armor. And it was just like only using this freaking armor and charging this armor up. It's because Jarvis hasn't like fully recovered yet. He needs to recover too. And it's fleshed out the way it was doing things when it comes to Jarvis. Age of Ultron. Iron Man 3 is nice. Iron Man 3 is good. It's good for me. It's still nice. It's a 7 point. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like my initial thoughts after I watched the movie, because I was sleepy as fuck. It was a 7.2, but now it's probably a 7.6. It's a 7.6, 7.5, kind of like 7.5, 7.5, 7.5. It's a 7.5 kind of like a thingy. It's properly rated. It's really good. And uh yeah. What else about Iron Man 3? The way those slow motion shots where we see like a Pepper when it comes to rescue. Yes. Yeah, we're like, oh, are we gonna give Pepper an armor? That would be really cool. But we did not get Pepper an armor. We instead made her into a glowing fighting thingy. That was like really cool. There was like really cool parts when he was like fighting him. Like he was like dodging all the beams coming from Iron Man. That was like really cool. Yeah. Okay. So next would be Thor: The Dark World. I am fucking nervous watching Thor: The Dark World. I get to see Selvig topless. Yeah, you had to see Selvig topless. Oh shit, we're going for Thor: The Dark World next, man. Thor: The Dark World next, and probably Captain America: Winter Soldier after, if I have time. I don't know, man. Yeah, should I take one movie a day or is like two movies a day? I don't know. The yapperings and the yapperinos is just like struggling. I'm struggling with the apps, man. Am I struggling with the apps? This is a struggle with the apps. Probably I need more structure. Like the first freaking half is like initial freaking thoughts and personalized freaking things, and then the second one will be looking at freaking aspects of the movie. The cinematography, is there any crazy ass Dutch angles that we're having out? That are like freaking production freaking side, like freaking BTS freaking side. Now we try to take all of once as we can try to take it and talk about it. But any crazy ass Dutch uncles? No. The slow motion parts, man, those were like really freaking cool. When the house was being raided, the big fucking rabbit was fucking insane. The visual effects for the glowing people, for the hot people, was like nice. There's nothing much like I can say about the visual effects because they're really realistic, right? Well, no. Explosions. I haven't seen a real explosion in real life, but when I see bombing video, based on the bombing videos that I've seen, it's just mostly just one freaking flash. Just one freaking flash and just smoke all over the freaking place, man. Usually those are like what fucking bombs are. Like flash and smoke and the freaking huge ass shockwaves that is very fast. It doesn't look like how it looks in the movies where you see this fiery freaking plume that it looks like that. It's just it's not fireworks. It's not fireworks. Fireworks are like that, right? Uh but it does the effect, right? It shows the effect. It gives this freaking boomy visual. It tells you visually this is a freaking explosion, right? It's a visual freaking thing because it looks like an explosion, because an actual freaking explosion doesn't look like what it looks like in the freaking movies, and it's fucking boring to look at. So that's why explosion looks like that. Explosions were very nice. Fluid simulations, like the CGI budget for the freaking first quarter of the movie, the first interaction with the Mandarin or the Ten Rings organization, where they were like bombing his entire freaking house. That was nice. I think. Wait, let me see the Iron Man house. Is it for sale? I think the Iron Man house has been for sale for like something like. I think it's for sale. Wait, there's an Iron Man house in Cebu. 127 million. Wait, what? Oh, it's this one. No, not. What do you mean it's in Cape Town? Oh, it's in Cape Town. Dude, this freaking Cape Town house, this freaking Iron Man house. Wait. in Cape Town, South Africa. Thought it was for sale for like for a while. Pengili House. Is it for sale? Oh, it's a luxury villa now. It's a luxury villa. Oh, okay. Thought it was listed for like some for a while now. Uh, Aye. Okay, so Iron Man 3. Anything else about Iron Man 3? He was good. Robert Downey was just carried that freaking. I mean, he's the star of the freaking movie. He's really good, man. He's really good. He really carried that freaking movie. It was a nice freaking movie. It was fun to watch. It was great. It was amazing. It was a really fun movie to watch. Like Iron Man 3. Thing about Iron Man 3 else is there are things about it too. What other things I need to talk about in Iron Man 3? Like our roadie. What about Rhodey? It was funny when he didn't get a suit, man. So in the first freaking part of the movie, you can see him like taping something into his arms, like freaking trackers, I think, for like the entire freaking suit to like attach on. Yeah. So it's just operating on himself. He really doesn't trust anybody, man. But it's just like it's a beginning for him to trust anybody, for to trust other people, right? Yeah, but yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know. This is start of the phase two. Iron Man 3, start of phase 2. It's just weird. It's really hard when it's supposed to be a conclusion or like a third freaking movie. We kind of don't care now if it's a trilogy or not, right? We're like not caring about trilogies anymore because there can be fourth and five freaking movies on the freaking franchise, on the mini franchise in itself, on the character itself, if the person really wants to, or if the studio really wants to. So they can milk freaking Spider-Man all the way to like probably 8 freaking movies. That's probably gonna be the Fast and Furious of Marvel. Yeah, if it's getting going better and better, if it's like that freaking good still after all these freaking years, if it's that still good, then why not, bro? Like milk freaking Spider-Man, man. Like Tom Holland is still young, bro. He's the guy who's gonna be milked till he's 90. They gotta use him till he's 90. uh, yeah. Right now, you kind of don't trust the freaking studio if they're ever gonna say this is gonna be their last movie for this freaking person, man. Because they brought back they brought back Robert Downey. Like, what the fuck? That's how freaking impactful that guy is, and they're bringing him back. But I don't know. I think Doom is somebody else. It's just one of those Doom bots. Probably like Robert Downey is just a Doom bot. Like the real Doom is probably I don't know, Jonathan Majors. I don't know who's gonna be the real Doom. I don't know, man. I don't know who's gonna be the real Doom. Yeah. Like I'm thinking it's gonna be a Doom bot. Like For Iron Man, they say Robert Downey. Oh yeah, definitely Doombot. Uh, definitely for me, like it's a Doombot. Alright. Uh, anything else? Yeah, I can't tell but talk about Doom when it comes to like Robert Downey, huh? Yeah, it's probably the Doom of the MCU. If this fucking fails, if Doomsday fucking fails, if Doomsday fucking sucks, it is the Doom of fucking MCU. Uh, but it is like a freaking good break from like a lot of like superhero movies. You know what? Yeah, might as well, man. If it sucks, you know. But I'm hyping it so much. Anything that I hype up ends up sucking. And like everything that I hype up, I have a freaking theory that everything that I hype up ends up sucking ass. You know? Ends up sucking so freaking bad, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? What am, bro? Why? I've hyped you so freaking much, man. I've talked to my audience of freaking zero about you. Like, fuck! And it ended up sucking. I hype up Iron Man 3 and then I watch it and finally go, oh, and I was like knocked out and fell freaking asleep. Fuck. I'm gonna fucking piss on freaking Dark World then. Like, it's the shittiest freaking. Thor the Dark World is freaking shit. The MC is fucking shit as fuck. Doomsday is gonna fucking suck. It's gonna be the doom of MCU. That freaking movie is gonna suck balls. All the MCU movies suck ass. Especially Spider-Man. Fuck Spider-Man. Fuck you, man. Anything else? Yeah, and everything I end up like hyping it sucks. End up like sucking. Except Marty Supreme. I have that Marty Supreme. Right? Marty Supreme. Christmas Day 2025. Show up. 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 Uh. Ah, shit. Oh no. Oh, bro. Uh. 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 It's a known fact that everything I hyped up is turned to freaking shit. It's a known fact that I've hyped up Iron Man 3 and it turned to shit. It's a known fact. What else? So what else do you want from me? It's a known fact. Never mind. Yeah, so why am I hyping this one up, man? Why am I hyping the Dark World? There's no hyping the Dark. There's no hyping the Dark World, man. It's a known fact that the Dark World is shit. So why would I even hype it? Nah. Alright. Right, let me go back to the freaking passage and Dune. What else am I gonna be able to talk about? There's anything else? Anything else? Excuse me. Uh, 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 uh. Shit. Uh, 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 what else? What else do I do? What else do I talk about? Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3 is nice. It's very nice. Better than any, nah. Yeah. What else about Iron Man 3 that I like? Uh, Think about the MCU freaking movies. It's like people be trashing on them, but like not, no. There's like no other studio, especially like yeah, no other studio is like be able to try to replicate what the MCU has done. You know? Yeah, it hasn't been replicated so far. They're trying to do it with DC again with the reboot with James Gunn, but we'll see. You know, probably this kind of like thing when it comes to like connected universes is probably gonna be turned to shit. Uh, because it's shit. DC, fuck that shit, man. Fuck DC. Like they're all freaking dog shit. Because everything that I hype out turns to shit. Yeah, I somehow feel awful like talking about DC. I felt bad there. Yeah, because I was lying. I felt awful there. because, because everything I hype up turns to shit, man. Like I hyped up Deadpool and Wolverine for like I don't know, and then turns to shit. I hype up Borderlands and turns to shit. Like everything I hype up turns to shit, man. Everything like oh, I, I, fuck. I'm gonna lose a freaking job if all I ever do is hype things up and turns to shit, man. And I'll be like, oh my gosh. I glazed Stranger Things and it turned to what? Last season, episode season 5. Couldn't even watch it. Couldn't even watch it. I glazed the fuck out of the freaking series and I couldn't even watch it. Like what the fuck, man? I'ma start shit talking, bro. Fuck, everything I have up there's a shit, man. Like, uh, one of those things that I've hyped up back in 2018. Back in 2018 was like Game of Thrones. It's the only things I could hype up then. But look what happened to it. Look what happened to the things that I hype up. Game of Thrones. Back there the shit. Like I talk about anything else, I hype things up towards like everything to my surrounding, to my immediate freaking family, and then we watch it and it turns to freaking shit. And it's shit. And I'm like, ah! I even talk to these people, man. I'm freaking losing credibility here. Fuck. I have the Iron Man 3 because of the PTSD thing, but not knowing about the third freaking act. And I'm like, should I do more homework or should I not hype things up? I don't know. And eventually something's gonna land. Martin Supreme, Christmas Day. Swap, swap, swap. uh, uh, shit. I swear to God, if Marty Supreme wins an Oscar, I have no freaking idea what the movie is all about, but I'm like, holy fuck. Yeah. I guess I'm correct every once in a while, bro. Shit. Shrek, the next Shrek movie. That's the thing. We're gonna hype that shit up. We're gonna hype everything about Shrek. We cannot escape Shrek. We cannot escape Shrek. Yes. No matter what happens, we cannot escape Shrek. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's about it. That's it. uh, not you like a man right now. Let me freak. Let me freak. Damn, freaking damn it, man. Everything I glaze up, like it turns into shit. Shit. Fuck, man. uh, shit. Fuck. Now what? Me coming at you as a man right now. Let me freak. Yeah, everything that I glaze, someone like it's like someone reverse, man. Like sheesh. Yeah. Okay. All right, Calliope. Summoning. Gonna end now. Gotta take this life again. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. 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 I'm gonna watch Marty Supreme by February, late February. Yeah. Anyways, that's about. Oh, bro. Uh. Uh. Okay. Anyways, try to say goodbye now. It's like really, really hard to say goodbye. Like, having separation anxiety now. Like, why? Like, I don't know what's going on, man. I have nothing else to say, but I don't want to end the stream. I'm like, what the hell is this? Yeah, I kind of like want to stay a little bit longer and talk more about like, but the title is Iron Man 3. Shit. I gotta end stream so that the VOD will like cut here, and then gonna start stream again. I don't know. Just gonna end stream now. All right, that's the 1 hour for the day. See you guys on the flip side. We're watching shit. Thor: The Dark World.